Okay, good morning guys, buenos días. Vamos a iniciar con la clase del día de hoy, que sería la última. We are about to finish the course, and next class we're gonna be having the exam, which means that next Thursday we're just gonna adhere some for me to give you the code for you to answer the exam. Okay, so let's start with the class because today we're gonna have a review of the unit 6, which was the last topic we worked with. Okay, I'm going to share the screen so we can start with the activities. So today we're gonna be working with exercises of review. So I'm going to ask you, because this is like a study guide, I'm going to ask you to take notes, answer the exercises, because we are going to upload them as evidence. Okay, so it says Unit 6 review, Class 1. Yes? Okay. Unit 6 review, Class 1, Week 13. Okay, so the first topic we saw with the Unit 6 was the past tense of the verb to be. So actually all of the unit was related to the past tense. So the first topic we saw related to the past tense was the past tense of the verb to be, which is was and where. Remember, the verb to be is used to talk about where you are. For example, I am in the school. Or to say how you are. For example, I am happy. So the verb to be, it is, the past tense of the verb to be is used with the same purpose, but of course, referring to something that happened in the past. And when am I gonna use was? When am I gonna use where? Okay, I'm gonna use was with I, he, she, and it. And I'm gonna use where with we, you, and they. The same happens with wasn't and weren't. I'm gonna use wasn't with I, she, he, and it. And I'm gonna use weren't with we, you, and they. For example, I was happy. You were born in 2004. He was happy. He wasn't happy. We weren't born in 2004. So this is for the affirmative sentence and negative. How can I make an interrogative sentence using the past tense of the verb to be? Well, I'm going to start with the auxiliary verb. In this case is was, and in this case is where. Then the subject, and then the complements, right? Was he at home? Were they at home? And the answers will be yes, she was. No, she wasn't. Yes, we were. Oh, no, we weren't. Right? So the simple past of the verb to be is was and where. We use was or were to talk about things which started and finished in the past. For example, I was 5 years old. The people in Colombia were very friendly. When speaking or writing emails and letters to friends, use contractions such as wasn't, was not, and weren't for were not. So we use wasn't because it's a short version of was not, but it is exactly the same. Or we use weren't, the short form of were not. Okay, so this is like the most common way to use was, and the negative form of was. But if you use was not, it's not a big deal. It's the same, but it's more common and more fluent to use the short versions always. Do you have any question about this? Esto es algo que ya vimos, solo voy a ver rápido para continuar con los ejercicios. Any questions?
No.
Thank you. Okay, so here we have an exercise that if I'm not wrong, we already did. So we're just practicing again. So it says, complete the sentences with the correct form of was and where. I already have an example, number 1. John and I, even though I have I here, a pesar de que tengo I, que yo sé que I va con was, aquí lo que tengo que considerar es cuántas personas son. So if there are two, it's plural. And if it is plural, then I'm gonna use were. Jen and I were in Paris on the weekend. It was expensive, but interesting. Okay, so in this case, I have not. What would be, it says in here, Simon and his wife, and then it has to be negative. How would it be?
Weren't.
Weren't, thank you. Simon and his wife weren't at the theater yesterday. They affirmative.
Was,
They
perdón, were.
They were at the movie theater. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys to check the rest of the sentences from 3 to 6, answer them, and then we're gonna share your answers, okay? Please take notes of these exercises because we are going to upload it as evidence, and this is for you to practice for Thursday's exam, okay? Finished. Can we continue?
Yes.
Okay, help me Artemio, number 3.
I was
I was late. But
the teacher wasn't.
very good. Okay, number 4, Andres.
Luis was,
Was sorry.
you weren't.
Very good. You weren't. Okay, number 5, Danita.
Is were.
We were, okay. We were in New York last summer, and the people.
Sería was.
Pudiera ser was o pudiera ser were. ¿Por qué? Todo depende de lo que hablamos porque people, perdón, depende de cómo lo queremos expresar. Cuando usamos people para referirnos a personas en general, o sea, como pues, personas en plural, es where. Cuando usamos people, cuando usamos personas para referirnos a un grupo de personas, se convierte en un collective noun y puede ser was. Entonces, creo que en este contexto lo más apropiado sería where, pero si usas was, pues puede que te estés refiriendo a un grupo de personas, right? So, up to you. Ustedes elijan. Number 6, Alejandro. The movie
The movie wasn't
wasn't
funny, but the popcorn was really good.
very good. Excellent. Entonces veo como que ya tienen más claro este tema. I'm going to erase it to go to the next slide. Thank you. Okay, so another topic we saw during this unit was the prepositions of on, in, ago, yesterday, and last to refer to situations in the past. For example, it was very cold last Friday or on Friday. Entonces puede ser o una o la otra. Number 2, I was in college and then tengo 1995. ¿Qué me falta en esta oración?
Elin,
And where would you place it?
o sea, ¿dónde?
Después de college.
Ajá.
Okay, I was in college in 1995, right? Very good. Okay, number 3. He wasn't at home a week what?
Last,
Para poder usar last, tendría que quitar el a. O sea, no puedo decir he wasn't at home a last week. It doesn't make that much sense. ¿Qué palabra queda mejor? He wasn't at home a week.
Last.
No es last. Try again.
on,
De hecho, aquí la palabra se agrega al final. He wasn't at home a week
Ago.
ago. Ajá, a week ago. Hace una semana. Okay, 4. We were at the party weekend. What is missing? Last weekend, right? Very good. Last weekend. 5. Were you at work Wednesday? ¿Qué me falta before Wednesday?
On.
On Wednesday, very good. My parents were both 80 years all year. 80 years old year, sorry. My parents were both 80 years old year. ¿Qué me falta? Between old and year.
last,
Last, very good. Seven, the children were tired morning and today too. So it's talking about yesterday and today. Pero no tengo yesterday aquí, entonces ¿cómo quedaría? The children were tired morning and today too. What morning?
Yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning. Pudiera ser yesterday morning o pudiera ser last morning porque se refiere, last morning se refiere pues a la mañana de ayer, right? Okay, number 8. It was called July. What is missing? Okay. We were in the cafe afternoon. What afternoon?
Last.
Okay. And number 10. Simon was here 10 minutes, but he isn't here now. 10 minutes what?
Ago.
Ago. Very good. 10 minutes ago. Good job. Okay, now let's go to this exercise where it says write the numbers and write the years. Les voy a pedir que me ayuden usando sus herramientas to complete these exercises here so everybody can see it, okay? So please help me and write the numbers of the cardinal numbers and the years.
Lo escribimos nosotros ahí.
De los años.
Yes, please, los dos, the cardinal numbers and the years. Aquí, por favor, aquí, with your Zoom tools, with the text or with the pencil.
Lo puedo poner en el chat que alguien lo escriba por mí.
Yes. Guys, we still have pending some numbers and well, all of the years. Help me, please.
Teacher, lo podemos escribir en el chat. Es que
Yes. Go ahead. I'm ready for you. Okay, you have written all of the numbers. You did it very well. Now let's go with the years. I just have 1 year. And the rest of the years, y el resto de los años. Okay, Andrés, 1,899. 99. Okay. Sí, pero al ser un número tan largo, es que está bien, ¿no? Está bien dicho el número, pero al ser un número tan largo, lo que se hace en estos casos, o lo más común, es dividirlo en 2. O sea, 1899. Okay, I'm missing 2 years. Mm. This one. Ah, thank you. Voy a moverlo. Pudiera ser 1698 o así como comentó Alejandro, 1698, que es más largo, sí, pero también es, o sea, se vale, ¿no? Siempre está bien, o sea, no es como que esté mal que usen las fechas completas, número tal número, pero cuando hablamos de años, es mucho más común y más fácil también separar los números. ¿Cuándo se puede hacer? Porque muchas veces los 2000, por ejemplo, los primeros, los early 2000, it's easier to say the complete number. Es más fácil decir el número completo. 2002, 2003, etcétera, etcétera, right? Pero cuando ya tengo números de 2 cifras, entonces pues es mejor separarlos en 2. Ok, questions, Till here? So far, so good? Yes?
Yo ninguna, teacher.
Okay. Let's go then to the next one. Ahora, we work with the past tense of the verb to be. Now let's just go with the past tense in general. So it says in here, simple past tense. If, well, the regular verbs, all of the subjects are with the same structure. Todos los objetos van con la misma estructura, which is the subject plus the verb in the past tense. Most of the regular verbs, la mayoría de los verbos regulares, will only need to add ed at the end. For example, I started a new school. If the verb ends with e, I will have to add the d. Si el verbo termina con la e, solo voy a agregar la d. You lived in Spain. When the verbs end with the consonant plus y, we're going to change y with an I and add the d. For example, study, studied. He studied English. When the verb, it's a one-syllable verb and ends with a consonant, vowel consonant, I'm gonna double the last consonant and add ed. Stopped. She stopped at the store. En una presentación que le subí, viene más detallado cómo poder identificar este tipo de verbos. Sí, la pueden revisar para que tengan más fresca la información. Okay, use the simple past to talk about things which started and finished in the past. I studied Chinese last year. I don't study Chinese now. We lived in Turkey for 3 years. We don't live in Turkey anymore. Irregular verbs. También tengo los irregular, que son igual, misma estructura. I just need the subject and the verb in past tense, but here the verbs are modified in a different way. Aquí están modificados diferente. No hay una regla para cambiarlo, simplemente cambian de forma diferente. I went home. They had a big meal. Negatives. ¿Cómo serían los negativos? Para hacer cualquier, ya sea regular o irregular, cualquier oración negativa voy a necesitar el auxiliar didn't. Y el verbo va a regresar a su forma base. I didn't like the food. We didn't have a DVD player. The negative is the same for regular and irregular verbs. Use didn't plus the infinitive form of the verb. I didn't work, not I didn't work. We didn't eat, not we didn't eat. This is for the negative. When we have interrogative, cuando tengamos las interrogativas, we're gonna start with did, subject, and the verb in the base form. Did you like the food? Did we have a DVD player? Okay, now let's go and practice. It says, read the text and then complete the story about yesterday with the verbs in parentheses in the correct form. It says in here, Tom usually gets up at 6, does some exercise and walks to work. He eats lunch alone, leaves work at 5 and meets his girlfriend for dinner. Then he reads a book in the evening, drinks a cup of coffee and goes to bed early. But yesterday was different. So here, all of the verbs will have to be modified and changed into past tense. He didn't get up at 6. What is the past tense of get up? What is the past tense of get? Does anybody know the past tense of get?
No, teacher.
Got. He got up at 8. Okay, then it says not do, which means negative in past. How would it be?
Didn't do.
Didn't do, very good. He didn't do any exercise, and he, what is the past tense of drive?
Drove.
Drove, very good. He drove to work. He, and it says not have,
Didn't have.
Didn't have, very good. He didn't have lunch alone. He, past tense of meet.
Met.
He met, very good. He met his friend Sully at a restaurant. She, past tense of tell, told, huh? She told him about her problems, but he
Didn't listen.
didn't listen, very good. He
Didn't meet.
didn't meet, very good. He didn't meet his girlfriend for dinner. He past tense of it.
No sé cómo se pronuncia, pero se escribe.
I.
Ate.
Ajá.
He ate. He ate alone. Then
Watched.
watched DVD, sorry. Two things
Didn't change.
didn't change, very good. Two things didn't change. He
Drank.
drank, very good. He drank a cup of coffee and
Went.
went, very good. And went to bed early as usual, very good. Okay, help me guys, please. Ayúdenme a responder estos verbos que están en el ejercicio C. I'll give you some time for you to write them down here.